Herzlichen Willkommen, meine Freunde, bei Rigmor auf Cyrodiil. Hier ist Murat. So, weiter geht's bei Rigmor auf Cyrodiil.
What are you doing? Why are you standing there? Kill them! Blackwell, order your men to kill these traitors!
Hold your swords.
I am your Emperor! I demand you kill them. You must obey me. You will cut them down this instant. You pick up your sword and cut them down. Cut them down, I say. Then I am undone. It wasn't me. I am innocent. It was her, Morag. She murdered the children, not me. You can keep the crown. Here, take it. Take it. Please. Gorda. Mercy.
Was? Wer ist das? Rigmor ist die Königin, nicht du, ja? Was soll das? Hey! Was passiert hier schon wieder? Rigmor! Was ist los?
The Emperor is dead.
Was passiert hier schon wieder? Geht es dir gut, Rigmor?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Was passiert hier nur gerade? Ich dachte, Rigmor wird die Was? Martin, was zum Teufel soll das, Martin? Was passiert hier schon wieder? Erzähl mal, bitte.
Majesty, whomsoever takes off the head that wears the crown reigns supreme. You are Lord Protector of Cyrodiil and the Empire. Take your rightful place upon the throne of Dragonborn kings.
Was? Aber ich dachte, Rigmor wird Königin. Was ist jetzt los? Was passiert hier schon wieder? Rigmor soll die Königin sein. Bitte. Was passiert hier nur?
My lady.
Unglaublich! Das sieht gut aus. Komm schon. Rigmor. Wir sind König und Rigmor ist die Königin. Endlich! Nach so langer Zeit. Jawohl! Hihihihi. Endlich! Jawohl!
Your Majesty, as Lord Chancellor, it is my duty to protect and serve, and pursue your interests with absolute unwavering ruthlessness. If you would kindly permit me to, and I am sure you'll agree, tie up a few loose ends. We have to nip it in the bud, so to speak. All of them. My lady, you look quite peakish. Are you unwell?
I am with child.
Rigmor, seid ihr sicher?
Dragonborn, of course I'm sure.
Rigmor, das ist das Beste, was mir je in meinem Leben passiert ist.
What, the baby? Or you becoming emperor?
Natürlich das Baby, Rigmor. Wir wollten doch nie Kaiser werden. Nur du. Wir wollten nur, dass du Königin wirst.
What are you going to do?
Wir wollten nur, dass du Königin wirst, Rigmor. Ich weiß nicht, irgendwas stimmt nicht. Es passt nicht zusammen, Rigmor.
Well, I don't want to have the baby here. I want to go home.
Rigmor, eigentlich hättet ihr die Kaiserin werden sollen. Wer denn sonst? Natürlich Rigmor.
You're the last Dragonborn, the rightful heir to the throne. Blackwell said it himself. I need you now more than ever. Please, don't leave me here alone.
Rigmor, ich werde euch niemals allein lassen. Weder jetzt noch irgendwann. Niemals.
Please take me home, Dragonborn. Let's have Blackwell look after things here. If he needs us, he can send for us. Here he is. Ask him. Ask him about what happens next.
Ach, der Martin. Na dann, fragen wir mal Martin, was los ist. Ach, der Martin. Martin. Gut. Was passiert als nächstes, Martin?
Well, there will be a small interim phase so correspondence can be sent to those that need to be informed, such as dignitaries and the royal houses of Tamriel. They shall be invited to the coronation, which in this case I suggest be arranged at the same time, as Rigmor is now the High Queen of Cyrodiil. But first, we need to protect the integrity of our queen and the child. So, first I suggest Rigmor takes up the name of the House of Mead.
Rigmor Mead? Yeah, right.
It might only be a temporary change, but also a necessary one. Majesty, depending on how we go forward from here, I have another suggestion.
Martin, sprecht weiter.
I suggest you arrange a marriage at the soonest opportunity. You, as the last Dragonborn, are the rightful heir to the throne. As soon as I heard of your accomplishments, I knew it was fact. That not only were you gifted the Thu'um, but also with the ability to absorb the souls of dragons. That you were anointed by Akatosh himself as the rightful heir, before even taking the crown. If you find that arrangement to be impossible for whatever reason, there are alternative ways to proceed.
Martin, welche anderen Regelungen?
A partnership or friendship ceremony for the child's sake. It would not be binding, and you could both live separate lives, where there is an understanding between you and shared responsibilities, especially if you decide to cede. Or you could cede the crown. Rigmor becomes Empress, and you go back to what you were doing before.
Martin, ich werde zu gegebener Zeit Rigmors Hand anhalten, wenn ich dazu bereit bin, Martin.
Understood. My lady?
The Dragonborn and I shall return to Bruma for the time being and leave you in charge as caretaker. Maybe Titus Mead II will return someday. We will of course comply with anything you ask of us.
Of course, my lady. As the former Countess of Bruma, administration will pass to Sigun. Bruma will, by default, become a royal city and imperial place of residence. There is a small matter that needs to be attended to, but that can wait for the time being. I'm sure both of you need time to adjust to the new situation you find yourselves in. The traitors Leowin, Cheydinhal, and Coral have all been dealt with, permanently, and the houses of Coral and Cheydinhal, for the time being, have passed on to their next of kin.
Leowin?
Leowin is in need of a new count. I suggest Cassius Varon. It is imperative we have someone we can trust, implicitly. His naval expertise would suit the county and protect the Niben Bay. especially as the disbanded bandit army has gone to ground in the border regions of Black Marsh, elsewhere in Valenwood. Of course, Quintus was another option to consider, but with growing tensions in Hammerfell, it would be prudent to have him remain there for the time being.
Martin, einverstanden. Leavin ist der Schlüssel zum Schutz der Zitadelle, besonders wenn die Akaviri einen Angriff starten.
I shall get onto it at once. I shall arrange the necessary correspondence announcing the change of dynasty and forthcoming coronation to be sent to whom it may concern. So expect immediate interest and requests for parley, especially from the Elder Council in exile and the Aldmeri Dominion, who I suspect will want to discuss the restoration of the White Gold Concordant.
Yeah, right.
Lady Rigmor, take this opportunity to relax as best you can. Of course, return home to Bruma. But soon, whether you like it or not, you will need to adapt and come to terms with your new situation. Once the news has reached to the far corners of Nirn, and you address the foreign dignitaries and your subjects, you must respect their expectations and act accordingly, befitting a queen.
Hey, I'm not the Emperor, and I put up with this kind of stuff from Malsam long enough, so drop it, Blackwell.
But you are still the queen. Rightfully so, as the Dragonborn is the rightful heir to the Imperial throne by right of combat. I realize this situation is not perfect, or even expected. I am sure it comes as a surprise to all of us, but here we are. It's not the first time in the history of monarchies that things have turned out exceptional. But we must all agree that the recent events that have brought us here are indeed exceptional.
I'm sorry. I'm just worried, I guess. I don't know.
Rigmor, I have been on the receiving end of your diplomatic parley. You have proven, beyond doubt, your ability to lead, to strategize, to stand up, shoulders back, head held high in the face of overwhelming odds. And with the Dragonborn by your side? If it's peace you want, if it's a home to go where you can raise a child in safety, you have a place alongside the Dragonborn to make this real, to make it a success, because no one is going to make that success for you. So please, do take the time to return to Bruma, appoint a lady-in-waiting, and send her here to the palace as to arrange the royal suite. I take it you have dealt with Sir Robert?
Martin, noch nicht, ja?
Then I leave his fate up to you. If you will permit me, I have matters to attend to. I shall send word if something important comes up and your presence is required. My lord. My lady.
Dragonborn.
Vielen Dank, Martin. Vielen Dank. Rigmor, was ist los, Rigmor?
How do you feel about all this?
Ganz ehrlich, Rigmor, ich fühle mich ein wenig unsicher. Ich kann es nicht genau sagen, so. Ich weiß auch nicht. Alles kommt so auf einmal, ja.
You? Unsure?
Rigmor, ich bin ein Opfer von all dem, genau wie du. Oder, ja, genau wie du, Rigmor.
I understand. I really do.
Rigmor, ich weiß, dass wir eine Menge durchgemacht haben, nicht wahr?
We share a destiny. I know that. We have both suffered from amnesia. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there for me. Been there for all of us. I know I'm not perfect, but you've always been there to carry me when I fall, to put me back together when I'm broken. I would do the same for you in a heartbeat. I'll always have your back, and I want you to know you are kind and stronger than you know. You're my Dragonborn, and I'll protect you always.
Und Rigmor, du bist einfach unsere Rigmor. Wir lieben dich, Rigmor. Jawohl.
I love you too.
Rigmor, was jetzt?
Can you take me home now?
Rigmor, das ist jetzt eure Zuhause.
You know what I mean.
Rigmor, folgt mir.
Okay.
So, weiter geht's, meine Freunde. Mit Königin Rigmor nach Broma. Hihihihihi.